Good morning, guys. What's going on? It's the chairman once again with a review of recent physical media that I've acquired, and I just want to start off this review by going over Demons, just released from Arrow. It is the 4K presentation of both Demons 1 and 2, and this set has apparently been quite in demand because it's sold out everywhere, according to Black Phillip Alvarez. So as you can tell, fairly unusual set case design. It's a split in half one, design. I've never seen any other set like that, and basically the idea is to highlight uh, the different artwork for the two films. So they kind of split it in half so that you have Demons 1 is like, sorry, Demons 2 was like this, Demons 1 is like that. So it's a split. So you can do it either way and it works. So what you have in the set is you have a ticket for the movie that apparently everyone in the first film, gets invited to. And you have the films themselves. It's 4K only, so it's 4K disc for each film. And oh, by the way, inside there, I guess Arrow does this every once in a while. They just put a picture of a film that I'm guessing is going to be in among their next releases. So I don't remember anything about True Romance, but usually when they do this, that means that it's coming out soon. It's not for the May release, though, but hopefully soon. And then you have a poster for both films, Demons 1 and 2. And you have relatively unusual, but a hardback book, so that kind of tells you the quality that they're going for. And there's a couple essays in here. Oh, this one picture is pretty cool. If there's any indication of what's in the film, that's some really nice makeup work there. Obviously scary as hell too. Yeah, but it's just a couple essays going over monsters, visions, Italian horror cinema in the 1980s, New Wave freaks, demons, and 1980s youth culture, and fashion victims, Demons 2, and deceptive beauty. So there you go with Demons. And I think the only complaint I might have about this half-shell design is that if you have it on your shelf up here and you're going to pull it out, you want to make sure you don't pull the one half out and then you leave the rest inside. Well, maybe that is your idea, but just as a bit of a warning there. Also, from Shout. So I got 3 movies when they announced the King Kong Blu-ray. So had to get 3 to get the free shipping. So I threw in Autopsy of Jane Doe, which I know Rob has talked about before, and he's had on Whining. And looking forward to watching this. And Day of the Dead from George Romero. So I actually don't have Night of the Living Dead on video, so maybe one day I'll get that and I'll complete the George Romero Dead series. And then from Transcending Records, they're one of those sites that just shows up in like Instagram, and then I go and browse through and I find stuff. So they were selling mainly metal records. So I got this one, Hawkwind. This is Hawkwind. Do not panic. Hawkwind are, I guess, a kind of underground English metal band, hard rock band. They play what's called, I guess, space metal, or it just sounds very spacey. And they're probably the most famous guy who played with them was Lemmy. And after that, kind of really no one of note, but they've been around for since the 70s, and they've been putting out a lot of albums. And this is their live record, so I picked that up because I've never listened to Hawkwind before. And kind of the reason why I wanted to get that was because I got this Amon Amarth, One Cent from the Golden Hall. Amon Amarth are, without doubt, one of my favorite bands of all time. They play their own really distinctive version of Viking metal that I really haven't heard anyone else play as well as they do. And this is like their first reasonably big album, and it's a double album because they have several live versions, and so there is a just a single LP version out there, but this one apparently is special because it comes in a clear, or I guess it's a translucent vinyl. I mean, it's not completely clear, but translucent, so you can kind of sort of see through it. And it's put out by a label called Back on Black, and I'm guessing what they do is they put out specialized vinyl versions of albums. So Back on Black, and I guess the website is backonblack.com, and from there you can get linked to their site. I think it's called Painted Head Music. And I went on there and I looked around, but because they're in England, you gotta convert the prices into dollars, and the shipping's kind of exorbitant. It's like 11 pounds. So that becomes like I think like $17, $18 US. So kind of makes it a little bit difficult to bite the bullet on that one and pull the trigger for that. So wanted to just discuss a couple reviews. So I watched Cat People. This is from Scream Factory. Cat People starring Malcolm McDowell, Natasha Kinski, John Hurd, and let's see who else. Annette O'Toole. Oh yeah, and this is very much a classic '80s animal-human transformation story with definitely a very erotic twist to it. Natasha Kinski is definitely the star of this. I mean, she'd already been in several movies before, but this was kind of her big star-making turn. She's the daughter of Klaus Kinski, famous madman of European exploitation cinema, and she doesn't. The apple didn't fall far from the tree with her. So, obviously, the idea being is that her brother is Malcolm McDowell. She and he are siblings. They're descendants of a race of people who can turn into Black Panthers. And there's some complicated story about, like, they can only mate with each other because if they have sex with a regular human, then they start turning into the Black Panther, and then if they have sex with that person again, then they stay a Black Panther or something. I kind of wasn't clear on it. It was just a little confusing on that part, but it basically ends up that they both turn into Black Panthers, she and Malcolm McDowell, and John Hurd is a New Orleans zoo curator, falls in love with her and tries to help her out, but eventually realizes that she is better off becoming a Black Panther or staying one. She can't stay human. So basically in the end, her brother gets killed, and she ends up basically becoming a permanent Black Panther and living in the zoo. So, but definitely a very good addition to that entire genre of animal-human transformation, whether it be your werewolf, something like Wolfen. Yeah, so I definitely picked that up if you're interested. And and also just because I got stuff from '88, and this was this is pretty much a trash movie. Eva Destruction, starring Gregory Hines and Renee Sutendijk. I think that's how you say her name. I remember watching this on like Cinemax or whatever back in the early '90s. You know, very typical classic VCR fare. She plays a dual role. Renee, that is, she plays the inventor of a android, super powerful android that's used by the military, and she also plays the android, of course. And the android, as usual, goes nuts, goes on a killing streak, and she and Gregory Hines, who plays a terrorism expert, has to stop her. And Gregory Hines is about the only thing that's good in the movie, and I wouldn't even say it's that good. So yeah, the only reason I got it was because it was like $7-8 US. And I got another one, Transfers, also from that same buy. I probably wouldn't get a lot of these movies like that unless they were like $5 or less, and it was just you know, a Dieter Bastian Schnäppchen. So yeah, right now I'm watching through the Doctor Who Blu-rays that I got with Karen Gillan and Matt Smith, and like I said, I'm literally just watching those for Karen Gillan's legs. So I'll let you know how they are. Maybe one day I pick up the complete series that in which she's in. I think she's in 2 seasons, but probably not, because those ones are so cheap that yeah, like these ones were from Rare Wave, and they were like literally $3-4. So really hard to pass up. And even if they stink, I'm not going to cry too much because it's only $3 or $4. So yeah, I'll let you know about that. And the only other thing was I did put in a pre-order for Django 4K from Arrow. I figure I will try to get Arrow 4Ks when they come out because it's 4K. I want to support Arrow. They also announced a 12 Monkey Steelbook, but weirdly it's not 4K, it's only Blu-ray, and they've already put out 12 Monkeys before, so I don't understand why they're doing this again, because it's kind of like double dipping. I mean, they're not really giving you anything special in the package other than it's a Steelbook, so it's really not worth it to me. It's one of those films that if it's on sale, if I see it at Zavvi for like a 3 for $20 or something like that, or 3 for $30, I'll probably get it, but I'm not going to get this Steelbook. So yeah, other than that, their May slate was a little weak, but you know, you can't expect every month to be like the one before where they had Battle Royale and Donnie Darko and Demons. So anyway, hopefully next month is better. And yeah, I'll check with you guys next week unless I get something in over the week, which I don't think I am. So see ya. Thanks.